Good evening and welcome to Goa 365. I'm Cheryl D'Souza. Our headlines at the hour: Chief Minister urges pharma companies to contribute to the welfare of Goans. Lecture basis teachers protest against the government's apathy towards them. Young abacus genius to be felicitated by NGOs. Christmas decorations flood the Goan shops. That and much more in our bulletin, but now for our top story. While Chief Minister Digambar Kamath demanded that pharmaceutical companies either contribute directly to the welfare of Goans or close shop, Health Minister Vishwajit Rane disclosed that plans are afoot to make the recommendations of the Health Advisory Committee mandatory.
Addressing the second meeting of Goa Health Advisory Committee, Mr. Kamath pointed out that Goans today are asking questions.
Goans today are asking questions. You are using Goa's infrastructure, you are using Goa's power, you are using Goa's water, you are using Goa's land. Land belongs to somebody which you have acquired and given to them. But ultimately, they told me, Sipla said they have 13 plants in the state of Goa. So I asked them only one question when they met me some days back. I said, what is your contribution for the Goans? Show me your contribution. Don't give me your figures. This much is produced, this much is exported. I am not interested in your profits and this. Tell me exactly in small this, your contribution for Goans.
He also disclosed his missive to the pharma companies at the recently held convention.
I was suggesting Vishwajit that you can tie up with some of these companies. We could make it compulsory for them. They should participate. Certain share of their profit they have to put for the benefit of the Goa. This is my clear concept about an industry. I told them point blank, you close down your shop and go back tomorrow, I am not bothered. If you want to stay in Goa, otherwise Goans will come on the roads. They won't leave them.
Mr. Kamath, while disclosing that health and education were the two priority sectors in the new 5-year plan, urged the council to come out with proposals that would make his dream of providing relief to the common man a reality, and assured that funds would not be a problem.
We want a system where common man, when he goes to the hospital, he gets a relief in the hospital. And that is why the first step today by launching these mobile hospitals, I think we are trying to reach the common man in the rural areas, which will give a signal to the common man that this government cares for them.
Health Minister Vishwajit Rane disclosed plans to make the council's recommendations mandatory.
Whatever suggestions come from the advisory council will be mandatory on the public health department, so that whatever functioning of the public health department will not be monitored by a single minister but by a panel of experts to advise us and to improve ourselves. So this is what we are planning to do.
He also stressed upon the need to change the system to make it broad-based instead of putting on the onus on one or two individuals.
And also having an accounting and auditing system to ensure that this reaches to the people is the most important aspect. We have to see that simply the head of department or somebody should not be just made liable. People at all levels should be made responsible and they should then report to the head of department or person above that. And this streamlining and bringing systems is our most important objective. So that whatever services and whatever budget allocation is there of free medicines and other things, we are sure that this free medicine reaches the common man.
Chief Secretary J.P. Singh, while wondering whether the records of Goa Medical College could be computerized, also urged the council to study the carrying capacity of the state in view of the government's plan to set up a Medicity and also to permit 2 private medical colleges. He also asked them to consider projects under the private-public participation to tap the vast potential of medical tourism.
I think a PPP initiative is taken for setting up this multi-speciality block. This is very necessary because medical tourism is going to become a big thing in Goa. Like, I think there's not only scope for one, there's scope for many more. And I would request the council to deliberate on that. Let us know how many such multi-specialities we should bring in, because multi-specialities are required. There's a huge demand from the expatriate and from the foreign community. Let us make advantage of this thing.
Meanwhile, in keeping with his avowed mission of working for the Aam Aadmi, Chief Minister Digambar Kamath yesterday inaugurated 2 mobile hospitals in the presence of Health Minister Vishwajit Rane. These mobile hospitals will be sent to the rural areas of the state in the two districts of North and South Goa, where the villages can avail of the various facilities offered by them, thereby providing the rural population health care at their doorsteps. These mobile hospitals have X-ray facilities so that people can take them there itself instead of going to any clinic or hospital. Besides, ultrasound will also be done at these mobile hospitals. They have also been fitted with a laboratory to undertake pathological tests, and the people will even be able to get their electrocardiogram taken at these mobile hospitals.
Even as protests and demonstrations have become a part of our lives today in the state of Goa, and while the agitations against the IT habitat and SEZs is far from over, the All Goa Government Higher Secondary School's lecture basis teachers held a silent march from Color Academy to the Captain of Ports in protest against the government's apathy towards their fate. The contention of these teachers is that they are working under the head of lecture basis for more than a decade. However, the government has failed to regularize their services in spite of having the required educational qualifications. These lecture basis teachers earn ₹60 per lecture. However, in a memorandum submitted to the Chief Minister, they claim to perform various other academic and extracurricular activities like question paper setting, examining answer books, attending refresher courses, internal and board exam supervision without any or minimum remunerations, unlike their colleagues who are working as regular teachers. Hence the protest.
If they are not going to recognize us now, this is a silent demonstration. We have not said anything, we had not protested. It is a silent thing that we have started from Kale Academy. We have come and sat over here. But if government is not going to take us due recognition now, then we are going to take the second step. And I hope even our students who are been well satisfied by our teaching are going to give our side along with their parents.
Further, they alleged that regular teachers compel them to shoulder responsibilities of substituting but again not remunerated and are even discriminated, abused, insulted and humiliated. Leena further said that with the pittance the government is giving them, and that too not in time, is not enough to make a future.
At some of the government high secondaries are working for consecutive 15 years, and till now we are not been confirmed in our job. We would like to ask the government what is our future. Now in the month of December, government has taken out some of the promotions on the post wherein been occupied by LBTs, lecture basis teachers. Now some of the teachers have joined in the month of December. Now there is no future for the lecture basis teachers who are working in those posts, neither there is any future for the students also. Because the syllabus which we have covered or we are been covering is a new syllabus, NCERT syllabus. For this, even the workshops that we have attended, and now on our positions, if the confirmed teacher or the promoted teachers are coming, then the government has to give us a valid answer. What is about our future? Some of us are married, we have the families, and what the government pays us is for 40 minutes lecture, only ₹60. And that too we are not getting every month. In some of the high secondaries, the payment right from the month of the June is not been paid. Can we have any person from the government or from the department giving us the valid answer? What is going to be our future?
We're heading for a commercial break. Stay with us.